Hi, good evening, Miss Francis. Do you know where the other students are? Miss Francis, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. They're joining shortly, sir.
Or is it that you guys were in another class or?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but you need to say to the lecturers can go over other people's time. It's 15 minutes after the hour. We start late on the early time and we're still starting late when we have the later time. That's not fair. Who is the teacher? Who is the lecturer?
Sir, well, for my class, I know my class ended prior. My class ended on time, sir. So I just had some internet. This is why I'm joining it. I can't speak for everyone, sir.
Okay. Mr. Robinson, what's up?
Good afternoon, sir. Good
Why
so
you just
far.
joining my class 16 minutes after the hour? Where were you?
Sir, honest, I've been trouble logging in, sir. So I
But
was
were you
asking.
in a 5 o'clock class? So how if you have trouble logging in and you were in another class?
Normally, Almarine sent me the direct link because I was trying to log in while waiting on her to respond to me. She normally provides me with the direct link since last week. I'm having some logging in, so I guess I will have to contact the school.
Yeah, you need to contact the school. You need to send something to SMS, whatever the email is. I don't remember it. All right. I'm just going to wait for one other person because we have a lot of ground. This is, as I said to you, that this topic it is going to be your first graded assignment is based on market research, and you're going to do your research via Google Analytics. So we're going to do our research, conduct our research on a website, in other words. Did I claim host? Let me just, I don't remember claiming host. Yes, claim host. So I really need for you guys to be here on time because it's a lot of work. And for some people, it might not be the easiest thing to understand. So just waiting on one other person. I don't even think I want to wait that long because it's really unfair for me to begin my class, a 7 o'clock class, 18 minutes after the hour when I still have to start late on a Monday. That's not fair. I probably need to speak to the head of school about what's happening because I'm losing a lot of teaching time. And when you get the activities and the work to do, and if you don't do it well and you don't get the grades that you want, then you're going to say Mr. Clark is wicked and evil because he didn't cover this and all the kinds of stories that students usually come with when they don't do well in a course. We cannot be starting late on a Monday and starting late on a Wednesday as well. That's not fair to me. That is certainly not fair at all. All right, so we're going to start. Let me just bring up my
Sorry, good evening, sir.
good
You
evening.
might see me, sorry to be late. I might be on and off because I'm having some issues at work. That is
Okay.
like vital. I have to sort out. So I might have to come on and come off because based on the situation.
Okay. All right. I think I'd ask you guys to look at website or some KPIs for I think for the four types of websites: e-commerce, content, brand, and lead generation. Miss Francis, did you do it?
Yes, sir. The KPI for the companies that we did for last class.
Can you share your screen?
Sir, I'm unable to share a screen, sir, because I use my phone for class.
Or with whom did you work?
Sir, tomorrow, but she's not on.
Can you email it to me and I share the screen? Would I be able to share the screen if you email it to me?
Sir, actually, I wrote it because I couldn't. Yeah, I don't have a PC right now, sir.
All right, so the person who has one, you guys have to remember at this level, we don't write, only under exam condition. You have to do a lot of presentations, all right? And I need for you to share a screen so that I can see the work that is being done. Because part of what I have to teach you to is how to use the language of the discipline, the language of digital marketing. So I need to see what is written or what is being presented. Mr. Robinson, what about you? Adrian Robinson, talk to me. You were talking a while ago, so I don't see why your mic would not be working at this point in time.
Sir, it's working, sir. Sorry about that, sir.
Yes, what about the homework?
Sir, I was able to get something on the lead gen.
What about the other three? Were you working on your own or were you working? I'm almost sure that I put everybody to work with somebody else.
Oh, I thought that was just for the in-class portion, sir.
Yeah, but I told you to do it, Mr. Robinson. I want for you to write when you're in my class because I gave you a specific instruction at the end of the class. I said to you, give me 2 to 3 KPIs for each. Because for you to understand Google Analytics, you need to understand KPIs. And the first coursework is going to be based on Google Analytics, which comes under the whole topic of marketing research or market research. And as I said to you before, in the digital context, for this coursework, you're going to do website analytics. So for you to, I'm teaching you something at the other end of the spectrum. It's very important that you guys do the work. Do not think that you're not going to do the work and pass the course. It will not happen with Mr. Clark. I'm just telling you, it will not happen. I have no problem failing the entire class. If the entire class does not do any work, I will not have a sleepless night. All right, you need to do the work, especially your fourth-year students. You're on your way out. No matter what responsibilities you also have the responsibility of doing your academic work. We're starting umpteen minutes late now, and now you're telling me that the work is not being done. I'm a little bit disappointed because you are fourth-year students, so I expect a certain level of maturity from you, as opposed to second year or a first year. I have a first-year group, and I don't have that kind of challenge. These things will work against you because when I don't know what you're thinking or how you understand the content, I cannot assist you in terms of understanding other things. Anyhow, enough of my complaining. I will proceed with my lecture. Another thing, did you see that the mid-semester date was changed? I sent the email. It was sent by the college. Did you see that email?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I've shifted it to let me tell you the date. I think I put it in my phone. So the new mid-semester date is April. I think it's, I have you Wednesdays. So it is, no, that's come to. So it's going to be April. Why do I come to 2 times? No, I think this is supposed to be, oh. So it's April 14, which is the Wednesday. Please make a note of the new date for the mid-semester exam, April 14. All right, let me, do I do this or do I do this? Let me start here. So we are going to go into the whole topic of web analytics, and we'll be looking at specific tools that are used to understand online behavior, customer behavior. Where did I put it? I have another document that I'm trying to find. Course development plan. Yes, here it is. Oh, we did that already. We did that already. Why do I think this is not where I put? Give me 1 sec. I think I saved it in another. Yes, I saved it in this. I need to correct that error. All right, so the first thing we want to talk about is what are web analytics? Does anybody, have you ever heard the term analytics? Have you ever heard that term analytics? I'm listening. What do you think the word analytics means?
Sir, I think it's connected to analysis or to analyze. So it's basically,
So analyzing.
yes, sir. So it's basically looking at a particular outcome. In most cases, numbers to really pick up certain trends.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yes. Go ahead, Miss Francis.
Sir, so as to add to what Adrian is saying, so it's basically analyzing data from a standpoint, data from basically, as you mentioned, KPIs from a particular website. So, for instance, if you are looking at conversion rate for your website, then you would need to analyze the data based on what was collected.
Okay. Yes. All right. So web analytics then. So if we say, if I ask you, what is web analytics? How would you define web analytics? How would you define, you can just hazard a guess. How would you define web analytics?
Behavior of analyzing data from the website or from the internet.
All right, so you're analyzing data on a website.
So the different activities on the website.
So the different activities on a website, not on the website, on a website. Right? And this is why you got the activity, the homework now about KPIs, because what you're really doing with analytics, you're trying to measure whether or not you have reached or whether you have accomplished your KPIs. So Miss Francis, can you give me one of your KPIs for your e-commerce website? Which website is it?
So the one of the e-commerce is Loud Fashion or Portster. One of my KPI that I had was the conversion rate, which is why I was using it as an example.
What specifically about the conversion rate? How did you phrase it?
So I was looking at it to say the rate at which the users on their website would be converted into buyers.
Yeah, but you need specific numbers though. So one of the KPIs could be to increase conversion rate by 10% over the next 2 months. Remember, we did talk about them being very specific and the examples that I gave you. So the KPIs, examples of the KPIs have to be very specific. All right.
Sir, yeah. The problem I was really having, sir, I was on the website, sir, but I wasn't really seeing anything in terms of statistics, sir.
You're not going to see that.
Sir, maybe
that see that on the front end of the people them website. You're going to see that at the back end. You can't see that at the front end of a website. You have to have back end access.
Oh, so maybe that's where I was going wrong, sir, because as I said, I did the Legion and I was on the UTech side.
Yeah, but the thing is, you're not what you remember. I know what you were really doing was just coming up with KPIs based on the examples that I gave you in class.
Okay.
So one of the KPIs on our lead generation side could be increase sign up, increase online application by 15% over the next 2 months. Another one could be that you want people to download the application form or something like that. So you're not going to see, because what you're doing, remember you can't see the backend, so you're really making up the information. That's why I gave you some examples.
Okay, sir.
All right. so we are in the right territory in terms of some of the definitions that we have of web analytics. Let's just listen to a very brief definition, and I can tell you that this will be coming on the mid-semester.
Web analytics refers to the process of collecting, measuring, and
are you hearing and seeing
data related to
Sir.
your website.
All right, so let me start it. Let me restart it.
Very low.
Yeah, it's a little bit low.
Web analytics refers to the process of collecting, measuring, and reporting on data related to your website. The idea is that when somebody visits your website, you want to understand what they're doing, what they're clicking on, where they're coming from. This data can then be used to understand if your website is designed correctly and if it's achieving its goals.
All right, did we get that definition?
Hardly here.
Sir, play it again.
Please.
Okay.
Web analytics refers to the process of collecting, measuring, and reporting on data related to your website. The idea is that when somebody visits your website, you want to understand what they're doing, what they're clicking on, where they're coming from. This data can then be used to understand if your website is designed correctly and if it's achieving its goals.
All right, I'm sure you heard that.
All right, yes, sir.
Talk to me.
Sir, so as he said, it's basically collecting information for your website and being able to measure the information and put it into a reporting format. So you can basically use it to assist you, sir, to know certain patterns and trends and strengths, weaknesses, and so on.
Okay, so you're using it to inform your marketing plan going forward.
Yes, sir, to make
Because
decisions.
you're using it's the same definition of research, of market research, collecting, analyzing, and reporting on data. But it's just that in this instance, you are doing it on your website so that you can make strategic business decisions, take advantage of opportunities that present themselves in the marketplace, see how best you can lessen risks and threats to your organization, and even develop on your strengths. All right, so think about it in that particular way. The other thing that we want to look at are web analytics tools. In other words, what can we use to make sense of data on our website? And I want for you to make note of the different tools being mentioned in this video. All right, the different tools that are used to collect, analyze, and report on data on a website.
Welcome back. Everything we do online generates data. And as a marketer, this data is key to understanding where our efforts are
Sorry,
working.
you can't turn it
and
up
where
any
they're
louder,
not.
please.
Most people, when they think about analytics, assume it's all about visitor numbers.
Sir? Sir?
Further,
Hold on.
see
I
why
heard you.
You should get excited.
Oh.
For a lot of people,
I'm wondering, why is it so low? It's never always wasn't this low.
digital marketing is simply about showing up online. And that's fact from back. Everything we do online generates data. And as a marketer, this data is key to understanding where our efforts are working and where they're not.
All right, so I'm going
Most
to
people, when they think about analytics, assume it's all about
right here, and I've increased the volume on this as well. It's all the way up.
Hi there, welcome back. Everything we do online generates data. And as a marketer, this data is key to understanding where our efforts are working and where they're not. Most people, when they think about analytics, assume it's all about visitor numbers. And today I want to show you A, it's not, B, how we can take things much further, and C, why you should get excited about data. For a lot of people, digital marketing is simply about showing up online, and that's fine. But as smart marketers, we want to see results, and results in digital marketing come back to what I've previously called the stupid simple rules of digital marketing, and you'll find a link to that video below. But as a quick recap, the stupid simple rules of digital marketing can be summed up as traffic plus conversion equals money, plus retention equals growth. If we're going to take that seriously, then we need to measure and assess our efforts at every stage. Where we see success, we need to replicate it and scale it. Where we see failure, we need to learn from it and avoid making those same mistakes again. There are a lot of things we can measure, and depending on your budget, there are some incredibly cool tools. But for the purposes of this video, I'm going to stick to the 5 free tools every business owner should be using. Google Analytics is the fundamental website performance tracking tool, which should be installed on every single website.
So everybody needs a Google account, because you're going to actually sign up for an account. You're going to create a Tumblr account, and then we're going to use a Tumblr account to track the Google merchandise store. All right. So the first free one is Google Analytics that he mentioned.
It provides all the information you could want about how your website's being used. And in basic terms, and it does much more than this, it provides information about the number of visits, the volume of visits, where people come from, how they find your website, what they look at when they're on your website, which pages they arrived on your website on, and which pages they left your website from, the number of websites that just lead to a one-off visit, and the number of repeat visits, how long people spend on your website, how long they spend on individual pages. There really is an awful lot that you can do with Google Analytics. You can also set up conversion goals. So if you want to track specific events on your website, you can set up reports for that. The next tool is Facebook Analytics. Now, Facebook Analytics and Google Analytics track and display much the same data. Google Analytics can go much deeper, but arguably Facebook's version is a bit easier to digest. Both Facebook and Google Analytics work by setting up a tracking code on your website. In Facebook's case, the tracking code is called a pixel, and in Google, it's simply often just referred to as a Google tracking code. My advice is that you set up.
Anybody has ever heard about Facebook Pixel? Hello, anybody has ever heard about Facebook Pixel?
Sir,
No,
no,
I haven't heard about it.
never hearing about it, sir.
Right. So whenever, if for example, does anybody here work in marketing at your company? Do you actually work in the marketing department or contribute in any way to marketing at your company?
So my company my company deals with sales, sir.
But do you do sales is different from marketing still, but do you do any kind of marketing or involved in the marketing?
No.
Okay. So nobody knows the kinds of marketing, the marketing approach or the kinds of marketing that or digital marketing that happens at your company.
No, sir.
No, sir.
And do any of you intend to go into marketing, especially digital marketing?
Well, me, sir.
Okay. So it's important, as I said to you before, guys, it's important that you stake out 3 areas in digital marketing: social media marketing, Google advertising, and email marketing, and you're good. You don't need to know anything else. All right. Even especially Google advertising, because Google advertising is linked to Google Analytics. A lot of companies, and I'm trying to get a friend of mine to come and do Google Analytics, the Google advertising. Is very, very good at it. He's way more experienced than I am. He has been in the industry for so many years. He and I did the same diploma in digital marketing at iCreate. And he has a IT background as well. So he's even more savvy than I am. And I actually want you guys to get that very hands-on approach to Google advertising. If you don't learn anything about digital marketing, Google advertising is the best. Anywhere you go in the world, especially in Canada, I can tell you that they want you, if you know Google advertising, you work a lot of money, especially if you're very good at it. All right, so I'm going to continue playing.
Both, because By setting up the tracking codes for both, you're collecting the data that you're going to need later on if you want to use retargeting ads. Both Facebook and Google Analytics have great companion mobile apps, which will make drilling down into the data much easier, and I highly recommend both of them. The next tool I want to talk about is called Hotjar, and Hotjar has several functions, but two standout features. Firstly, it will record every single website visit as a video. You can watch website visitors scroll, click, linger, and then complete actions of all
What
kinds.
is the name,
Even
sir?
clicking from page to page, you can follow them.
It's
And think of it literally as
Hotjar.
having the opportunity to watch
Hotjar.
over the shoulder of
Okay,
every single website visitor. You'll very quickly start seeing opportunities and areas where people aren't doing what you expected them to do. And by making some small changes to your website, you can change how they use your website. Hotjar will also aggregate scroll, click, and mouse movement data. And that provides you with a heat map, which will let you understand even more about how your website's being used. When I show Hotjar to clients, they get excited, and I think you will too. The next tool I want to talk about is called Lead Feeder, and Lead Feeder is again doing something different. Without going too deep into how it's doing it, Lead Feeder provides a report on the actual businesses who visited your website. Every day, you can log in and see a report on the businesses who visited your website, which pages they looked at, and if they're a repeat visitor. Lead Feeder is intended to allow those who sell into larger businesses to be more effective in their sales prospecting. And this can work really well when you combine it with social media outreach programs or some social selling strategies, rather than just jumping straight in and calling them up. Bitly is traditionally used as a link shortening tool, and it's really handy for that. It became popular through Twitter due to the restrictions on the number of characters you could use in a post. If a blog article you wanted to share had a long title, then it might not leave you much space to say anything about it. Bitly solved this problem by converting long titles into short ones, but it has a trick up its sleeve for people who regularly share content on social media. Let's say you share one of your blog posts on several social media platforms. You're going to want to know which social media platform achieved the most click-throughs in your content. Bitly provides a report on this for every single link you create. These 5 tools form the foundation of a solid performance benchmarking suite, which can and probably should be used by every business. They're all very easy to set up, and in every case available, albeit in some cases with some limitations, for free. If you want to see success online, then it starts with measurement. If you don't measure, then you don't know what's causing the changes that you do see. That can lead to some very costly assumptions. If you do measure, then you can quickly scale up the small wins into a breakthrough strategy. I hope you've enjoyed this video.
All right, so remind me of some of the analytical tools mentioned.
Google Analytics.
All right, Google Analytics.
Facebook Analytics,
Uh-huh.
Hotjar,
Uh-huh.
Lead Feeder.
Leads Feeder. Uh-huh. That's 5, right? Business website tracking software. Okay. Another one, it's not really a website tracking thing, but
Sorry. So
yes.
it's Google, Facebook, Hotjar, Lead Feeder. What's the 5th one?
Tell her for me, please. Let me share my screen. What's the 5th one, guys? What's the 5th one, guys? Semrush.com. All right, so this one, it's not really Google Analytics. It's not really website. It is website analytics, but it looks more at search engine optimization. Anybody has ever heard about Semrush?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Ensure you're writing down these the names of these tools, you know. Ensure you're writing them down because I tell you the activities.
So that is the 5th one?
I don't remember. Were you listening to the video? What
Sir,
were the 5 of them? I don't remember.
you know, I was naming out some. I didn't get the 5th one. That's why I asked you, sir.
So you know, I only got 4 from the video as well, sir.
Hold on. Let's listen back to the video, Chris.
And wait until after, suppose me never
Guys, you guys need to listen. Let's quickly go through them. So we have Google Analytics, we have Facebook Analytics, we have Hotjar,
generates data.
we have,
and as a marketer, this data is key to understanding
that's how many I gave you a while ago.
working and where they're not. Most people, when they think about
Hello guys, talk to me. You tell me that you don't remember and I'm asking you.
tree.
Yeah.
That is a
Yes,
plane
sir,
in the background.
Sorry,
So
you
I-
said
I said Google Analytics,
Facebook
Facebook,
and Hotjar.
and the other one was what? Was
Lead
it
Seeder.
Lead Seeder org. Okay. So let me quickly get it through here.
Everything we do online generates traffic, plus we're going to take that series and scale it. Where we see failure, we can measure, and depending on your on every single website, it provides
is
all
Google
the information
Analytics.
on how they find your website.
This is Facebook. This is Hotjar. This is Lead Feeder. That's 4. And this is All Links. That's 5.
All links.
Yes, here it is. Are you not seeing the screen?
Yes. Yes, sir. Thanks.
All right, so I want to look at Semrush is more for search engine optimization, but they do give you information about website traffic. Where is it? Semrush. Are you seeing my Semrush page?
yes, sir.
All right, so let me go back to home. I know I've looked at ECC, but I don't know if they're going to allow me to use ECC. Give me the name of your workplace. Give me the company website. What's the company website? One was SE. Was it SEHRA?
SERHA, Southeast Regional Health Authority.
Yes, SERHA.
Yes, Sarah. See it there.
Okay, so let's go to, all right, let me use them as an example. Semrush. I've used Semrush so many times, they probably won't charge me by now. Oh, what, did I change my location? What's my location? So I need to say Jamaica. All right, so it does give me something. So it says it has 11.5 thousand keywords. Go to position track. I don't know. They have backlinks there. Where the website has a lot of traffic is in Jamaica. It is also used in the US to some extent. It has 529 keywords in Jamaica. The most keywords are there. Let's see. It's organic traffic, meaning that persons who are going to the website on a daily, this is over the month. This is 2019, 29. So this is the last how many months? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 months. We see that there's an increase, especially during the month of June, all the way up to March 2021. Is there a reason why there would be more traffic on the website? Can you think of a reason?
Government and its hospital, it's healthcare. So remember COVID and all of that. So that is the time in the COVID.
Well, you could not say that into a business meeting, you know, you need to be more granular than that.
Sir,
You'd have to be far more granular than that.
sir, because we have a lot more persons at home, so you have more persons visiting websites now or going online for various reasons.
To research, to find out about information on what is going on, healthcare.
Okay.
All right.
All right, so here are your main competitors. So it gives you a sense of the other government entities that might be competing. NF, this is NHF is what?
National Health Fund.
Right. And it's not really a competitor because of course you guys are in the same, it's still government. So it gives you some amount of, if you really want detailed information, you have to literally pay for it though. They're just giving you skeletal information. Yeah, but if you really want, so they'll give you a keyword overview. I think they give you the keyword overview, like the words that are, see, they're not giving it to you. Are they giving it to you? They seem like I think they're selling that. They're not giving you that at all. They're not giving you that. They like to give backlinks. Backlinks, site audit, on page. Where's the loading? Normally they tell you the loading. All right, but you get a sense, because I'm not going to teach you search engine optimization. I usually don't teach that topic because you need somebody who with a technical background. I understand, I can give you a lot of theory, but the technical part, I always use somebody who is an IT specialist. That's an area of digital marketing that I don't venture into. I just leave it alone. Okay, the other thing, are we getting a sense now of the whole notion of Google Analytics? Can somebody answer, please, Lord Jesus?
Yes, sir.
Please. I feel.
If you have a website but you're not analyzing its performance, or you are, but you're.
All right, so this discussion now is going to tell you some of the metrics now. And all right, before I get into that, let me make you create your, I need for you guys to create your account quickly. Before I go there, where did I save it now? Lectures, Google Analytics, not there yet. That's not where I want to go yet. Web Analytics. I need to go week 1 first. Where's my week 1? This is week 2. Where's my week 1? I actually had it earlier. Hold on 1 sec. I think my week 1 is here. Yeah, here it is. And this is some of the information that I got when I studied in Canada. I did an actual course in web analytics. So I'm Google certified. Not that I remember all of the information, but I passed the exam, 2 exams actually. All right, so this is really to introduce you to web analytics and some of the terms that were mentioned, you will again understand. So the whole notion of why analytics is because you don't want to be wasting money on advertising, and that marketing is no longer a color, is no longer arts and craft. In other words, you have to now speak in numeric and quantitative terms and make those and allow the data to guide your decision making. And this notion that why analytics is because, again, you don't want to be wasting money on marketing. So the whole notion now is to help you to understand, why am I going in the other direction? So the whole notion now is to understand data that is on your website, because it is a platform for digital marketer to get research or to do research. All right, and it's very difficult to measure things offline. And this is very true example. For example, if you put an ad in the newspaper, there is no metrics on the number of persons who, 1, bought the newspaper to some extent, because sometimes it's estimated, and 2, who may have seen your ad and who may have made a decision based on the ad seen. All right, so it's very important now for data, for digital marketers to make more informed decisions. So web analytics help us to answer these questions. Why are people coming to your website? What do people do on your website? And when you have your KPIs, are they actually doing what you have put in your digital marketing plan, or are they doing other things? Were customers satisfied with the time spent? And did you make money? And this goes to the notion, especially if it's an e-commerce website. All right. So it's very important that you are able to use analytics to answer these questions and to make more informed decisions. And this is an example. The economics of 1% increase in conversion can lead to total revenue of $2,225,000. All right. This is the before and after the 1% increase of conversion, and you see that it affects your bottom line. Very important. So the goal of web analytics in terms of, so this is the observation. And then, so you say, we have a new top selling product that is delivering 20% more by revenue than any other. So we reward the web and marketing teams for a job well done, because of what they're doing on the web, it is leading to conversion. And this is why the other graded activity now is going to be that so the first one is that you're going to analyze a website, but the second one is that you're going to create a landing page, which is really a quote unquote website or the home page of a website. All right, so I want for you to understand both ends of the coin, or both sides of the coin. All right, here they said the average sites visit per day from organic search has half compared to last week. This is where you need the SEO team, and the SEO team, for example, are the persons who are the tech savvy persons. This is why most companies have an IT department. All right, our last banner campaign cost $5,000 and generated 4 sales worth $1,000. Clearly the banner ad campaign is not working. And this again goes into the whole notion of Google advertising. Those are just examples. So 50% of companies fail to leverage web analytics in their marketing projects. It's very important. 70% of CMOs feel they are unprepared to manage all their data at their fingertips. And this is talking about marketing officers or chief marketing officers. Many of them, they don't have. Part of the challenge with even the marketing program that you're doing at ECC is that it is preparing you for traditional marketing. When the marketplace itself, or marketing generally, has moved on, traditional marketing by itself will not happen. You know that digital marketing, especially in the context of pandemics, where customer or consumer behavior will change even after people get the vaccination. You're not going to find people necessarily going into small and crowded spaces. Some people are going to say, here what, if I can do this online, I am going to do it online. I am not going into the bank, or I'm not going into the clinic, or I'm not going to certain places. All right. So you, as I said to you before, if you really intend to go into marketing, try to get some additional training, especially in digital marketing. Very, very critical. All right. So what would you say are some of the challenges with analytics? What would you say are some of the, what would be some challenge for you in terms of Google Analytics or analyzing web data?
Sir, one of the challenges because I have run ad on Instagram, and one of the challenges is how do you know that the persons that, well, the feed that you're seeing, those persons intended to come, or the campaign that you run? I don't know how to put it in a word.
No, but the thing is, if you run a campaign, it means that you had KPIs. The problem with some companies is that they're not writing down anything, so they don't have any KPIs, so they don't know how to measure the success or failure of a campaign. So if it is that you run a campaign on, remember we talked about the customer journey, right? Part of it, is it that you want the person to be aware? Is it that you want it to generate interest? Is it that you wanted to convert the person? And remember, conversion is not just spending money. Conversion could be that you wanted them to sign up a form, you wanted them to download a document, you wanted them to use, for example, a chat feature on the website. So first of all, for you to make sense of the data, you need to have KPIs. You need to have an objective. This is why you actually have to write an entire campaign, because what some companies are doing, they're just posting things online, but there's no overall guiding philosophy. There are no KPIs measuring the success and or failure of the campaign.
Okay.
All right.
If you run a campaign for awareness, and the analytics shows that you had KPI for 200 persons, and the campaign showed that you got 250 persons come on the page. How do you know that these persons were actually made aware, or they just click on it, come off back? That was the challenge that I was trying to articulate.
Oh, okay. All right. So let me see if I can use an example from Excelsior, right? Let me use an example. So let me share screen. Share screen. Let me use Excelsior. So let us look at this particular And here are the insights. It tells us people reached 3,000, it's down 78% because we haven't put out a lot of content, right, for this particular moment. So this is an awareness campaign where we really wanted people to know about.
Madam Executive Director,
We wanted
Mr.
people
Principal,
to be aware about graduation and that our students are graduating and, you know, the whole thing. So it was partly awareness on the part of the students themselves to encourage students who are in the lower programs, for example, the associate degrees, in first, second, and third year to actually complete, you know, because we want them to graduate as well because it will increase our graduation rate. But also for the public to be aware of the fact that that Excelsior actually has, you know, graduate some very scholarly people. So look, for example, sometimes you have to look at the comments. All comments, why am I not seeing the comments? All right, so you're looking at some of the comments. You look at some of the comments. Look at some of the comments, but you can also go to the back end of the whole thing. See all, let's see what it says, see all. And then the thing too, if you run an awareness campaign, was the campaign organic, meaning that there was no sponsored reach, or was it paid? Because if you really, yes, go ahead.
Organic means that
you don't pay, you don't sponsor the ad.
No, it was organic. Yeah.
That's part of your problem, because if you have a goal of reaching 12,000 Jamaicans to become aware about this particular product, you have to pay. And also too, where exactly are you targeting these people? Where are you trying to reach them? So for example, what we do at Excelsior, let me see if I can go in the ad center, because for the most part, I manage the social media. And what I do when I'm doing most of the marketing, and this is prior to the whole online environment, I target only 4 areas: Kingston, St. Andrew, St. Catherine, and St. Thomas. And sometimes I go into parts of Portland. I go nowhere else.
You got option to say where you want.
Yes. This is why you need training in social media. Yes, man. All right, let me see if I can. You can do it. You can, yeah, man. It gives you. All right, let me come out of this and go into my other account. Let me come out of ECC and go into. Oh, I have to log out of this. Because I use it, switch accounts. I use my boss's account in Canada because I manage the marketing there. So let me go from here to this. Let me give you an example. All right, so let me share screen again. My boss is from Pakistan, so it's going to look a little bit different. Are you seeing my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, so I'm here. Let me go into Ads Manager. So first of all, you create your sponsored reaches in Ads Manager. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 campaigns active, right? We have 5 campaigns that are active. How do I know if I'm getting the results? We want leads. So how many leads do I? So it tells you, if you look carefully, that's active. Where's the lead? Why am I not seeing the lead? It usually does have. It gives me my budget. This is my reach. So why am I not seeing the lead? It usually, hold on. This is delivered. This is the bit. This is not. Oh, here it is. Sorry, results. So for this campaign, I got 33 leads. Are you seeing that? So these leads now I'm going to, because they fill out the lead form. So if you view the chart, this is where you can get some of the analytics. Here it is, right? And it tells you on-page leads over cost per result. And it gives you a kind of a sense of how many leads you're getting and the duration of the leads that you're getting. It tells you the spent right here. It tells you the reach, and it tells you the result right here. So these leads now are persons that I'm going to call. So I'm calling. So for example, because of this campaign, I now I have to teach some persons now Monday 8 to 10. I'm teaching them English, which is IELTS, and this is in Canada. for this campaign, for the all program, we have 14 leads. And this is for today now. This is today. This is not for the entire period. This is just for today. For immigration, we have 17 leads. For ICT, we have 25 leads. And for PSW, which is personal support, we have 17 leads. And we know that this campaign, we might pause it because the government announced that they're now going to make persons who live in Ontario to do the PSW for free. So we now have to make a strategic decision. Do we continue to pay $10 per day? Because we're paying $10 per day for this. So as I said before, so what the course, this course itself is not enough for you to do digital marketing. It's really giving you a foundation. And I did say to them that what they need to do is to offer an entire, give persons the option of doing digital marketing or traditional marketing so that they can get the proper training. The problem for some companies is that they don't understand digital marketing. They think that social media marketing is just posting something online. It's much more than that. You have to come up with that, which is what I'm going to teach you that as well, because you're going to actually do a social media campaign using, I'm going to give you a promotion that is being done by a business entity in Jamaica, and you're going to come up with the social media strategy. I'm going to give you examples of how you do it, and then you're going to come up with your own. So you get a kind of hands-on thing to it. So as I said, the challenge is that a lot of companies they're not doing it properly. That's the challenge. They're not doing it properly. They're just posting things.
It's probably not doing it, probably that they don't know how to.
A lot of companies, they don't know how to, and that sometimes they outsource it. But even the companies, some of the companies that claim to know digital marketing themselves, sometimes they themselves don't know it. There's a particular place that claims to know digital marketing. I can tell you, I won't name the place because I don't want to be sued or the school to be sued, but my God, they don't know what they're doing. All right, so clickstream now, what pages did people, so the old paradigm and the insights, so what pages did people view on your site? That's very important. You need to know which pages are active or which pages you need to get rid of. What products did people purchase? What are the products what was the average time spent on the page? Is it that when somebody goes on the page, they just leave the page instantaneously? What sources did they come from? Sources mean that, did they come from social media? Did they come from another website? Did they come from a blog? You need to know where you're getting a lot of traffic from, so that is where you're actually spending your money. If most of your customers are on Instagram, then you spend your money there. If most of them are on Facebook, you spend your money there. And remember at the beginning of the class, we did say that what? Facebook owns the top rated social media platforms in Jamaica, right? Remember we said that? So Facebook owns Instagram, WhatsApp, and what was the third one? Instagram, WhatsApp. What was the third one again, guys? I don't remember what the third one is. It's Instagram, WhatsApp, and I don't remember the other one. Can't remember from memory. And actually, Twitter is not Twitter is there, but it's not necessarily accomplishing, for example, business objectives. All right, so this is why analytics is important, very, very important. So what is web analytics? The analysis of qualitative and quantitative data from your website and the competition to drive a continual improvement of your online experience that your customers and potential customers have, which translates into your desired outcomes. In other words, you're looking at the data on the website and continuously making better business decisions so that you can accomplish your KPIs. Very, very important. So group discussion, let's just do that. So you're a marketing coordinator for macpac.com, an e-commerce company that sells children's products. Your manager asks you to investigate why the website visitor has dropped by 50% from last month. What steps would you take? What questions would you ask? What would you ask? Who would you ask? And what tools would you use? Let's have that discussion as a class, when I'm not going to put you in a breakout room or anything like that. So just read it for yourself, and then let's have a discussion. Talk to me, guys. I am listening. One sec. Yes, people, talk to me. Adrian, Aldine, Moisha, Renee, Tamara. You are a marketing coordinator for MacPack, an e-commerce company that sells children's products. Your manager asks you to investigate why the website visitor has dropped by 50% from last month. Let's first of all try to determine what could have caused the website traffic to drop by 50%. What are some of the reasons that could have caused persons to for the website visit to be reduced in half for the month?
Maybe there's less visibility.
I'm not hearing.
Maybe the visibility, the content that they're putting out is not interesting enough.
All right, so it could be that the content is not engaging.
Right.
Yes. Anything else?
I could find the next company that's offering more.
Right.
Who are the we who you're talking about?
Like your competition.
Customers could find a better company that's offering more than MacPack.
Yes. Anything else?
Better prices.
Could be that better prices, yes. They're finding better prices
Convenience.
elsewhere.
The quality of the thing selling is not up to standard anymore.
Right. It could be that the quality of the stuff is not up to scratch. It could be that customers can't find what they want on the website. So yes, this stuff so they tell you that they sell the Clarks or the whatever, but you're not able to find it when you're trying to find it on the website itself. That may be a challenge.
Yes, sir. Like some people have websites, sir, but like for instance, you go on them website or whatever them the website and you see certain things, and when you go in store, they don't sell it or they don't have it. So.
Right. All right. So those are some of the things that some of the questions that you will have to ask when we start looking at certain things. So we have insights, which will feed into the whole notion of competitive intelligence, because you need to understand data in comparison to your competitor. The voice of the customer, you need to listen to the voice of the customer. It's called social listening. Experimenting and testing, and we did talk about A/B testing, multiple outcomes analysis, and clickstream. You're talking about the number of clicks on your website, cost per click, and things like that. So here it is, some of the definitions. Clickstream: collecting, storing, processing, and analyzing your website's click level data, knowing how you are performing against your competitor. And this is where Google Analytics comes into play and all the analytical tools that you can use for website analysis. Multiple outcome analysis, how web analytics data affect three main things: revenue, cost, and customer loyalty. And when we talk about customer loyalty, we are talking about repeat customers and persons who become ambassadors of your brand, who tell people about other things. I did mention about A/B testing variables to optimize your website's user experience. Sometimes, I'm not sure if you've ever gone on a website and they ask you, for example, they ask you to thumbs up or thumbs down about the experience, or if you like this part of the website. I'm not sure if you've ever experienced that. That is part of A/B testing, because they look at the data and make changes. Voice of the customer, qualitative data from customers through survey, usability testing, and more, especially on social media, where they are commenting on certain stuff. Some brands like to delete negative comments. What you're really supposed to do is to respond. You know, some persons are provocative I realize that on social media, some people, if you put out something good, they try to say something bad. If you put out something bad, they try to say something good. And some people, they're trying to say the most outrageous thing to get likes. So you also have to balance that as well. Competitive intelligence, knowing how you are performing against your competitor, because you want to talk about the market share. How do you choose your web analytics tool? The people, the process, and the technology. The people mean that the human resource that you have at your disposal, what technology you have in your at your workplace of work, and how do you go about analyzing data? So do I have IT strength, business strength, or both? 7 out of 10 companies implement their web analytics tool incorrectly. It's a big thing. I'm not going through all of these. The processes in terms of, this is called a dashboard when you're presenting the data to other people and making sense of the data. Do you want reporting or analysis? Does your company have a decentralized decision making? Do you want to spend time to analyze the data or same time by being given analysis that tells you which actions to take? So let's look at this again. And these discussions are important for you to understand the content. So peer discussion, I'm not putting in peer, let's just discuss it generally. Web reporting or analysis tool, a large company with over 2 billion in overall revenue and with several 100 million online revenue, they have distributed teams that handle each line of business. A much larger company with a multi-billion-dollar company revenue, multi-billion-dollar revenue, where most decisions are made by the senior leaders. And the last one is a nimble, agile, and deeply data-driven startup without an analysis in the team. So is it web reporting or is it an analysis tool? Number one. All right, I really want to get on to usability. The thing with most of the analytics tool is that, for example, Google Analytics, there are several tutorials. They'll walk you through how to use it. Even Google advertising. If you're disciplined enough, there are several crash courses. There are several tutorials that they'll walk you through. The same thing for MailChimp for email marketing. If you have the discipline, there are tutorials in terms of you can use MailChimp, for example, for example, to create a web page, to create a landing page. So there are tools, there are support systems in place to use these analytics tools. So the usability, the implementation, the customization, they will give you assistance in terms of making sense of that. Some companies, what they do, they just outsource it. They just outsource it to a very good digital marketing company and they do all of that. But it's very important for you to understand it in-house. When I started becoming certified with Google Analytics, we slowly moved away from Yellow because Yellow was costing, it's very good at what it does, but they were costing us almost $1 million, I think $1 million a year was too much. And I said to my boss that I don't know everything, but I know a lot about it. And I also have the support to get the assistance where there are shortcomings with me. All right, these are just telling about the different kind of analytics that exists, web analytics that exist. Some are paid, some are free, and some are paid. Create a slider, position matrix, good eyes. No, we're not doing that. Let's leave this alone. It goes back to that. We don't need to get into that per se. All right, so the most popular, this is the part that I wanted to pay attention to. The most popular web analytics tool is Google Analytics, a free web analytics tool that helps marketers measure, collect, analyze, and report internet data for purposes of understanding and optimizing web usage. And if you want a definition of web analytics, that's exactly the definition of web analytics. The process of measuring, collecting, analyzing, and reporting internet data for the purposes of understanding and optimizing web usage. All right, and Google Analytics is used by more than half of all websites on the internet. It's a popular reporting tool, e-commerce reporting, goal conversion, tracking, funnel, visualization, and more. So there are several things you'll get out of it. And that is partly why you're going to be graded on this part. The implementation of Google Analytics, for most websites, all you need to do is to install Google Analytics using the JavaScript tracking code tag before the head tag of your website. Usually you just leave the IT people to do this part. and they're just getting how Google Analytics works. And they're just giving you a kind of a graphic of how it starts. So you have the visitors here. The visitors are here. They go on the landing page. Google Analytics now collects and processes the data and then spits it out in terms of a dashboard. All right, and we'll get into some of that. We're going to look at, this is where we're heading. We're going to use the demo account, all right, to actually do a presentation, to do a comparative presentation on the analytics of two time periods. I think it's August 29, 2017 to August 2019 to see visitor usage, a whole range of things. All right, so so this is where we're going to create your Tumblr account now. All right, so you're going to follow my instructions. At least the instructions are there. Let me just bring up the instructions because, as I said, this is the part where it's going to get very hands-on. Where is my Tumblr? Let me just go to it. It is here. Let me share my screen. All right, tell me if you're seeing my screen.
Yes, sir.
All right, so it says go to tumblr.com. Go to tumblr.com for me, please, guys. You have to do it. There already?
Sir, go on tumblr.com.
Yes.
What's that one Tumblr?
Are you there? And create a new Tumblr account.
Yeah.
So the account I download that.
It says get started. That's what
it says what?
Get started. I'm not seeing that screen that you have up there.
You're not seeing my screen? Anybody else not seeing my screen?
No, sir.
We're not seeing what you are seeing, sir. Get started, log in, sign up.
Started. Me see get started.
Hold on, let me see what you guys are talking about. When you go to Tumblr, there's a section that says sign up. And it says get started. That's what it's sign up. You click on sign up. You use your Gmail. You create the email, the password, and the blog name, and you just follow the instructions. What you're not seeing, because I'm there and I'm seeing it. Are you seeing my screen? So I'm not sure what you're not seeing.
So we must use a personal Gmail account?
Yes, use a personal Gmail account because I don't know if there are restrictions on the student account.
Okay.
Or sometimes they restrict what you can do. It should work still. The student account should actually work. Because I use it for the college for Google Analytics.
The blog name can we make up a username or you want us to use our name?
You can make up a username.
Because
All right, finish.
yes, sir.
So under your profile picture on the upper left-hand side, select edit appearance. Are you seeing my screen?
Sir, I don't know if I'm an internet, if it's my internet, but it's not going to the next screen.
All right, let me do the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to email you this. Let me email you the instructions.
Maybe it's the password. The password should have special characters in it.
Sir, I am on.
You're on? Okay.
Oh, it says that's not a valid block name. Letters, numbers, and dashes only. Okay.
I've emailed you guys before, right?
In the marketing,
Let me. Oh, yes, you guys have a class email, right? What's the class email again?
marketing students YRC@gmail.com.
Okay.
I'm on now. I'm seeing what.
You're there now?
Yeah, what are you into?
Stop sharing. I'm emailing the instruction. Just give me 1 sec. No, I'm not finding it. Hold on, what did I say? Oh, it's in that as well. No, but this is where. Oh no, man, it's on the just remembering that it's also in ECC. ECC, digital marketing. General. No. Where do I have it? No, I don't have it there. Right here. It will be week 2. Here it is. It's taking a while to upload. Everybody's there now, right? Right, guys? Okay. All right, so I've emailed the instructions to you. Let me go back to sharing screen. All right, so you guys have anybody has created, have you inserted like a photo or something of yourself? Giving it a name, so it says update under your profile picture on the upper left-hand side, select edit appearance, then click edit appearance on the appear right-hand side.
Sir?
Are you seeing my screen?
Yes, sir. Sir, it says what I'm into. So should I just select any one of these videos that see coming up?
Say that again. Remember, it's your blog, so you can't just select any video. It's your blog.
But it says what are you into? Tell us what you like and we'll get to the stuff, the good stuff.
Just select something. But have you done that part about edit appearance?
No, sir.
Please follow my instructions and don't get caught up in other things. You can do all the other wonderful things on your own time. So go to edit appearance. Let me see if I can, because I don't have two. Where's my other laptop? Because if you don't get the account, you can't do the assignment, and that means 0. Because this is the website. We're using this as the website for to use to access Google Analytics. That's really what we're doing. So you have to get this part.
Where is the edit appearance? I'm looking for it. I don't see.
Are you seeing my screen and it shows you where it is?
I see your screen, but my screen doesn't.
Are you using what instrument are you using?
In my laptop.
All right.
I'm on a home page.
Is anybody else having the same challenge?
Okay.
Are you able to do it now?
Yes.
When you click edit appearance.
Are you seeing my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm trying to bring it up on why this laptop always moves so slow. I don't know why. Christ. Why this laptop moves so slow? Jesus. All right, so have you edited the appearance?
So after click edit appearance, that is must click.
Sorry, it's not giving me a chance to click that.
Hold on. Can anybody share? So I can see what you guys are doing?
I can share.
All right, let me stop sharing. Isn't this edit appearance to your top left?
Yes, I'm on it. At first, it was taking me to another tab.
But you seem as if you have done what you're supposed to do already. Yes, you have done it, so you don't have a challenge.
Whatever me and the others were saying that they had challenges.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so there it is.
We can't stop sharing now.
Have you click save, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So do not close your Tumblr account do not close your Tumblr account. Still keep sharing for me. Let me just use yours as they keep sharing. I'm gonna why this thing. So open another tab for me. Open another tab. Do not close your Tumblr account. Just open another tab. Go up here to your where you see that plus sign, right? And you're going to type for me. Where is the instruction? You're going to type for me https.com. All right, stop sharing. No, don't stop sharing. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't stop sharing. Let me see, because I need a student to be doing it. So https, just type in tagmanager.google.com. It should come up. Tagmanager.google.com. TAG manager, one word, tagmanager.google.com. Are you there?
Loading.
Oh, it's loading. You guys, you're seeing the instructions that I emailed?
Oh, no.
Where's everybody else? Why everybody else so silent?
Yeah, I'm seeing the instructions.
Okay.
Okay, tag manager is open.
All right. Let me just check the instructions to be on the safe side. Log in with your Gmail account or click on create account. Click on create account. Are you seeing now under account name? Are you seeing account name?
Yes.
Type your blog name. The one from Tumblr. I'm actually not seeing what you're doing, so because I'm indicating the instruction. Remember, but you don't have what's your okay. And put Jamaica, click on country, put Jamaica. Yes. All right, hold on. Let me look back at the other instruction because I don't want to get it wrong. So change country to Jamaica, then click on continue.
I don't see continue.
You click on continue. You see set up account.
I see create, but it's not giving me an option to tick it.
Hold on. Scroll up for me. Yeah. Scroll down.
Oh, you have to click the box.
Yeah, check the box and see. Check the box. Check the box. All right. You check the box?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. This is something that you have to do very slowly because if you don't do it slowly, you're going to have trouble with when it comes on to Google, the analytics. We have that. The account name, country, Canada. In the container field. Let me see what is on your. Go back to Google. Why are you taking it off Google tag? Go back to your Google Tag Manager for me, please. Container name. Scroll down for me.
Yeah.
What's the other thing that comes up here? Because I'm trying to do, I'm almost sure the container name is your website, is your Tumblr website, that you have created. Yeah. Yes? Why this thing? Sure.
So what is the Tumblr website?
The one that you created for yourself. So it would be your, if you see here, it says runcentennial.tumblr.com. Let me see on yours what it would be. Where's your go on your Tumblr account. Click on.
This right here.
Yeah, yes, copy that. I'm almost sure that's it.
The name cannot start with
Take off the HP. So erase from the backslash. Take off that. Yes. All right. Look like we're getting somewhere. Let me look at the other instruction. The thing is that sometimes because it's Jamaica, it's a little bit different. Oh, where to use container? Web. Select web. Let's see. Where is you select web? All right, hold on. I want to make sure. Click create. Click create. Click yes. We have that? You did that?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. This is the tricky part now, the code part. All right, don't touch anything yet. Hold, don't touch anything yet. This is the tricky part. If I remember correctly, one sec, people, one sec. All right, hold on. I know you're supposed to copy, but just hold on. All right, so you're seeing the instruction, right? It says copy the code below and paste it on. So copy this page, copy the code for me. That says Google Tag Manager.
Bottom one.
The top one. Just click here. Click. No. Click to the click. Oh, right there. So thank you. Yes. It has been copied. Hold on now.
Sir.
Yes.
Sir, Maisha said to tell you that I like this winter.
Okay. All right, go back to your Tumblr account now. You're back at your Tumblr account.
Yeah.
Under your account name, click on settings. You click on settings.
Go to settings, I see edit theme.
You're seeing what?
Edit theme.
Are you sure you click the right place? Hold on.
On the Tumblr. No.
Under your account name, where's your account name?
Is it this is?
Go. No. That it can't be there. Go for me. Click on account for me. Click on account here for me. Let's see. No. Go back up. Where is it again? See, the thing is, it looks different in Jamaica. I think that is the issue. Click on blog down here. Let's see what happens on blog. Click on blog. No, but that would be what you are posting. Click on blog for me. Why did you click send it again? Did you click on send it again?
Yeah, it take me back to the same page.
Yeah, I'm seeing what you're doing. Hold on. Because I think I'm trying to see. All right, let me go back to the instructions. We always had that. This is a trick. All right. Under account. Right. All right. Hold on. Let me see something. Go up for me. Scroll up for me. Oh, the appearance is different. That's the problem. All right, go on this thing that looks like a person. Just go on it. Just hover over it. Don't click it. No, over to your top right. Your top right. Yes. Click on it. Let me see.
Account?
Yeah, click on it. Because I think that's where the setting should. Yes, there it is. Click on setting. All right, hold on. You click on setting?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Let's see what the instruction says again. On setting, then on the website theme, click on edit theme. On the website theme, are you seeing that? Click on edit theme.
Edit theme was on the first page with the picture.
All right, go back to it then. I'm not seeing what you're doing now, so edit theme. Hold on. This is the part that you click on edit theme.
Right, and it say 160. We need it.
Hold on. Change how you. On the left-hand navigation, click on edit. On the left-hand navigation, what's the left-hand navigation? Hold on, let me see something. This part I always. So if you didn't verify your email, you'll get an error. But we are.
Right.
Hold on.
Send again. Send it again.
Hold on. You did something?
No, but it's telling me to verify the email.
Oh, verify the email. Oh, yes, you should have verified the email. God, this thing here is always.
Right.
Is this where this is the verification of the email, right? Is she gone?
Yeah.
What happened?
I have to go into my email so I can verify it. They said to click on a link that they're sending.
Okay, you can stop sharing if you want, if you don't want us to see in your email. Oh yes, you should have verified the email, you know. That was a. And guys, it's not that you're not being a part of the class. It's just that if one person kind of gets it, then it makes it a lot easier for all of us. So where this is the one that it's loading, right? Oh yes, you have to verify your email. Yes, you have to. Could you guys verify your email for me, please? Go into your email that you used to sign up for the Tumblr account and verify it. All right. So. All right.
It's telling me to download the app.
All right. So let's go back now. Now that you have verified the email, just cancel that. Now that you have verified the email, so let's go back now. Where were we in the process again now? We were on the website theme. Click on edit theme. Have you clicked on it? I'm not seeing what you're doing, so I have to be asking. Where are you?
Trying to find back the page.
Go back to your account.
Oh yeah,
right. Click on edit theme. What you look like you're doing some. Hello, I hope you're not doing any customization business right now, you know.
Oh, I'm doing what you say I should do, but this is where it's taking me.
No. That look like you're trying to pretty up this business here.
Oh, yes, I want to click on edit theme. All right.
Right.
Let me show you again. So I clicked edit theme, and that is where it takes me.
It took you here. Hold on, let me see what comes up. The problem is that the version in Jamaica is different. All right, let it stay. This is scroll down for me.
No, it's not allowing me to.
Oh, post something. You need to post something. Create a post. No, man, click on browse themes for me. Hold on. Click on browse themes. Let me see something. If that's what no. You need to create a post. Go back and create a post. Go back to your profile and create a post like, hi, how you doing, or something like that. Yeah. All right, we created the post. And she's going to go into this pretty business. You know, I don't know why she is interested.
Into anything.
You look like you're going to this pretty business. All right, go. Let's go back. No, the thing is that it looks different in Jamaica, so I'm not sure why. All right, when you go back into, click on account for me. Let me see if your thing has been verified. Click on account for me. I know this section would have been a little bit, because even when we were the same thing in Canada, we had this part was the tricky part. Go back to your account. Yeah, click on the account, man. Click on the word account for me. Scroll down. Scroll down on your Tumblr for me. Lord Jesus. Where's she gone again now? I'm trying to find if your thing was verified. How you reach here, so? What is this?
This is the home screen.
Go click here for me. This is where you need to click. Go down, go where the account is. Click on where it says Tama, because I think go back over to, yes, click on that for me. Can you click on it? Yeah, let me see something. All right. Scroll down a little. Scroll down a little for me. All right, go back up for me.
That's the end of it.
Go back up, go back up. And there's something I'm looking for that I'm not seeing.
Yeah, I'm not.
That's what I'm looking for, but I'm not seeing. Can you click on Tamara Exquisite? No. Can you? All right, hold on. This part is always tricky. This is the tricky part. Always tricky. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? All right, so we're going to pause here. We're going to pause here. See if you can, for the other people, see if you can work it out with the instructions that I've emailed. I am going to also look to see what's the error. I know that sometimes when you're in different countries, you see different things and it kind of work a little bit different. But this code, that code thing is very, very important. The other persons, I'm hoping that, Adrian, were you following? Renee and Aldine?
Yes, sir, I was paying attention to what.
Yes, so for the most part, we'll sort it out. If you can get some assistance on your own, that would be good. I'm going to check to see what's the issue. I can't do it in the class now. I think part of it is because it is being created in Jamaica. So sometimes the home screen is a little bit different and the features they appear different. So I'm not sure if that is the issue. But see if you can follow the instructions that I've sent you to create the, to actually do everything. Yes?
Instructions that you
Somebody was saying something?
The instructions that you sent, that is what you're trying to do right now, right?
Yes, that is it. That is the actual instructions that I sent. Because it is what we're going to use now to then do the Google Analytics using Google merchandise in store to actually create reports. And you're going to actually do a PowerPoint presentation for me. I'm going to show you an example and then you're going to do it on your own. And then that is going to be the graded one for research, for digital marketing research. All right. And you realize that it's, as I tell you, digital marketing, it has some parts of it a little bit technical. You just need to have a strong support. All right, so let's just recap. What are some of the things we learned tonight? Let's do a recap, quick recap. What are some of the things we learned tonight?
The web tools, sir.
Types of web analytics.
Types of web analytics, the web tools, yes.
So the Google Analytics, Facebook.
Right.
Leads.
Yes.
Semrush, all links.
Right. So as I said before, guys, if you follow the instructions and you work it out, that would be good. if you can ask somebody who does IT to help you too as well, just show them instructions, and if they can help you, that would be good as well. When you, if and when you have done that, which is the actual homework, then you post it in the WhatsApp group to say mission accomplished. Okay?
Yes, sir.
We're going to do this week. Google Analytics continues into next week, because next week is online consumer behavior, and that's really what we're looking at. All right. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Stop sharing for me, please. Thank you very much, Miss Adams, for walking us briefly through, kind of sharing your screen with us. All right, so enjoy the rest of the evening, everybody. Try to be at class very early, as you realize this is something that you really need guidance on, especially in terms of interpreting the data. All right, enjoy the rest of the evening, guys.
Okay, bye.
Have a good night.